So Keyshawn says he doesn't like making weight. And then he also lays out that hit list with guys like Devin Haney, you know, very important. But you know what's crazy? He called out Devin Haney. I think he called out Duarte. I forgot the other dude that he called out. But I don't think he called out Brian Norman. Maybe he thinks Brian Norman is too big. Brian Norman could easily be fighting at 154. So that's just something that just came to mind. But here's the thing. So Keyshawn doesn't like making weight. Why is that? Because Keyshawn got a little bit of that money on. So Keyshawn eating out. I'm telling you, he's eating out. Also, he could be doing more miles. At his age, he should have no problem making 140. He's not a tall guy. He's not a big guy. You know? He's not a big guy. So he doesn't like that feeling of the last couple of days having to withhold yourself from certain amounts of food. But at 147, that's a different animal. 147 is a different animal. I don't know if Keyshawn could beat Devin Haney. Now, a dude like Oscar Duarte, yes, he could beat Duarte. But do we want to see him in Duarte? No. We already know Ryan Garcia beat Oscar Duarte. Matter of fact, I would like to see him and Ryan. Because Ryan has a chance against Keyshawn at 47. Now you talking about the big boys now. You swimming in them deep waters. These dudes gonna be able to take a punch and then some. But he also said he wanted a Lamont Roach or a Gary Antoine Russell. So now you're gonna have to make 140, which is just discipline. If you gotta get a nutritionist, do that. But if you're doing your running, you're limiting your calorie intake, and you do it year round, making weight is gonna get easier and easier. These guys they're not disciplined because they have so much money so early in the game. So they want to eat out at these restaurants with all these preservatives and all this salt and sugar and fat. And then when the fight come on, they want to get in shape. They want to eat right when the fight comes. You can't really do that. Every once in a while, you can hit the restaurant, but you can't be just restaurant, takeout. Nah. If you're eating healthy food throughout the year, you're not going to have no problem making weight. If you're running your miles and increasing your miles as the fight gets closer, you're not going to have no problem making weight. So Keyshawn is not being professional. That's all it is. So I seen somebody joke that his name shouldn't be the businessman after he missed weight. But it is what it is. Now, if he goes up to 147, he's going to be a legend, win, lose, or draw. Because a lot of people, like Keyshawn and Shakur around the same size. But Keyshawn, he got a different mentality. And he got some different power. He has a different approach when he's in the ring. So if he go up to 147 and fight like Devin Haney, Garcia, Brian Norman, what's the other dude that has a belt? Lewis Crocker. I don't know much about him, but hey, only Crocker I know is Fairly Odd Parent. But anyway, he make those fights happen and put on a good fight. He's gonna be a legend. The fights are gonna go viral. Have a bunch of coverage. That's something that everybody wants to see. We want to see top level fighters just duking it out. And Keyshawn has that energy. He also has a mean streak where he thinks he can knock these dudes out. He talks about it. He thinks he can knock out guys that other great fighters like Tank couldn't even knock out. He said he could knock out Lamont Roach. But if he stays at 40 and he fights Roach or Gary Antoine Russell, those are going to be probably even more difficult fights, but less coverage. But you go to 147, you're going to be a household name. Honestly, I don't think he's going to be successful at 47, especially against a guy like Devin Haney. Devin's bigger than Keyshawn, and he can move. And he's not going to engage. Like, throwing punches at somebody that can't get out of the way is one thing. When you got to chase a moving target that's bigger than you and got some pop, that's a whole other thing, man. Like, Nair Albright caught you with that right hand. Devin could do the same thing, and you might go down. Ask Regis Prograis, ask Brian Norman. But at 140, I don't know. I don't know if he could beat Lamont Roach. One thing I know about Lamont, he's not going to lay down for nobody. He's not going to lay down. Gary Antoine Russell, he didn't look too good against his last fight against Hirioka. And Keyshawn's on a whole other level than Hirioka, so I'll pick him to beat Gary Antoine Russell. But y'all let me know what y'all think.